Welcome back, everybody. Dren608 Plays. We're playing Rogue Trader here. I had gotten done with Marzai the last time. I took a little time here to do some leveling up, and I went in and tinkered with the inventory a little bit offline. You'll see that if we get into a combat. I'm going to head back home because we want to take care of Abelard's issues. So we're just going to go here. I need to save all my Navigator insight because it looks like I have to do a lot of things. Okay, what do we got here? Lord Captain, we have visitors on the bridge seeking an audience. Your presence is required. Okay, what is this? Idle chatter is strictly forbidden on the bridge, although between tasks the officers still find the opportunity to discuss the latest developments. Okay. Taking a bit to load. I don't know if I've said this before, but the reason why my screens take a bit longer to load is I'm loading off of a hard drive, not a solid-state drive. Because I have limited space on my solid-state drive, so I try to keep it as clean as possible for other things. So it seems to work just fine off of my large hard drive. It's relatively fast, but it still takes a little longer to load, so that's why you see these load screens for so long. Okay, we're at 100%. Translate. Is it translate or do I have to press a key? Oh. Okay, cutscene. Cutscene on my bridge. Can I pet my kid? Can I wake him up, tell him to chase all these people away? Alright, here we go. High Pactum Janus Denric, your lordship. The High Pactum bows low. Every few moments, Denric brings a perfumed cloth to his face. His expression remains obsequious. Obsequious? I can't remember how to pronounce that. I haven't seen that word written in a long time. Members of your crew have made a request to allow them to proclaim their most profound devotion to the Lord Captain. Personally, young man. Wow, he slides. He didn't walk, he just slid. Is my deck slippery? I don't understand. Alright, I didn't like that animation there. A man in a worn uniform bows awkwardly. Your Highness, gracious Lord Captain, please let me speak on behalf of the whole crew and everyone, and express our gratitude to you, officially, so to speak. The kind of leader you are, the way you treat people, it's now known in every corner of the Expanse. From Footfall to the poorest, dirtiest, most unremarkable planet, all praise your dedication to the human spirit and goodwill. Okay. Must be because of my iconoclast? Everyone wants to serve under your command. There's no end to the volunteers. So the other day, when we were clearing out an abandoned sector for new living quarters, we found a forgotten vault, right in the bilge of the ship, literally beneath our feet. Well, it turned out the vault had some centuries-old weapons in it. Centuries-old weapons in it. They look a bit odd, but they're powerful for sure. The good tech priest helped with the assembly and consecration of the weapons, and now you can strike down your enemies with even greater might. Ancient weapons. Okay. Factum Janus Denric. Your lordship, apart from the weapons, the crew has sent one more find to the bridge as a token of its eternal gratitude. A most ancient mechanism which our tech priests have dubbed the Celestium Observatorium. Alas, its machine sphere refuses to heed their rites, which makes the device more symbolic and aesthetic than practical in purpose. Do you wish to see it? Yeah, let's go see what this is. That's people waving. Yay, clap, clap, clap. Vessel stands ready, Lord Captain. Yeah, okay. So I've seen the thing. Alright, let's go see what this says. That's a big paragraph. The Celestium Observatorium looms over the deck while the spirit of this ancient mechanism has gone silent forever. The words intricately inscribed on its frame can still serve as a source of resolve. A keen gaze sunders the darkness of bloom with deceit and A keen gaze sunders the darkness of bloom with deceit and reduces all corruption to ash. Is it like a big laser beam? It's probably going to just probably be some kind of thing that, like, brings a Demon Lord into my deck or some dang thing. Alright, I guess that's all there is to this. Alright, let me go back over here. Now we are at Dargonus. Do I need to talk to Abelard first before we go down? Before we go there? Does he have anything to say?
Lord Captain?
No. Okay, there's nothing new in his
Lord
dialogue.
Captain.
So I guess I have to go... I think I have to go down to Dargonus. That's what was in my journal, right? We'll check the journal before I go any farther. If I come down here... Oh, I have to visit? Let's check the journal. Because I have to go down to Dargonus. Check the journal. That's for Heinrich. Is this Blood Ties? Mundus Valancius. Okay, yeah, I have to go down on the capital world and do whatever the heck this is. Got a lot of things to do. So let's go get this one done. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Da 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 da. We're here. I'm home. Oh. Maybe I should do some colony management first. Let's do some colony management first. What do I got? Let's see. Holy Prophet. I get Profit Factor and People. That's cheap. Raising the Muses. Profit Factor for Plasteel and Adamantine. Pleasing the Tired. Complacency and Efficiency for a little bit of everything. Call to Arms. Security for all my colonies at +3. And People for a lot of weapons. What do I got for weapons? I got a lot of weapons. Maybe that's what that was. No, it's just a whole bunch coming from Dargonus and the Gamma. Interesting. I'm down 11 and I'm up 25. So slowly but surely I'm building up. I really don't understand how this works up here. Leave me comments on how this stuff works up here. Because I see like +2, -3, you know, this one's going down, these are going up. This one's going down, these are going up. I don't understand how this all works. And they're not real good on the tutorial on how the numbers up here get generated. So I could get security for all my places and get 9 more people for 6 weapons. What's Militia Navy? Ooh, I'm getting good with the Navy. I get security for all my things. What's this? TOE. Trust in the Rogue Trader during the hour of need. The flagship restores +33% to cooldown of ultimate abilities at the end of space combat. Red warp routes always become orange. Let's do that. I'm going to be running into that problem. Let's go ahead and make that happen. Shall we? There's some things down here that I think I need to have. Prerequisites. Well, okay, so I'm done with this part. Can I go to colony management from here? I don't think I can go to other colony management, can I? Why is this? I don't know why these numbers are red. What does red mean? Is it going down or something? I don't understand. Alright, I think I have to go down. What's my time? Just about 10 minutes in. Let's go down and see what we have to do down here. Ooh, I have to take people. Well, your let pisses people off. So I better not bring her down to this. This is a Imperial thing. Do I want to bring Pascal or Jay? So definitely have to take Abelard because it involves him. I want to take Heinrichs because Inquisitor. Jay has a lot of the numbers. Pascal has some tack. Guess we take Pascal. Do I really need to take these two? If I get into a fight, she's good in a fight. So's Jay. And Jay would have lots of good numbers for skill tests. Am I going to get in a fight or am I going to get a lot of skill tests? Dagnabbit. You know, I think I'm going to have more skill tests on this one. This sounds like a skill test thing. This could be a very bad decision on my part. Alright, this is who I'm taking down. Request one of the major powers increase. Well, the only one's going to be using stuff is Heinrich if he uses any psychic powers at all. But the only thing he uses is the strength thing on himself and then goes and beats things up. So 93, 94, it's creeping up. Slowly but surely, get me on the planet. I don't think I have anything to talk to people outside, do I? Please stand aside, no need to crowd around. Governor Drivestem will take care of everything. No. No, he won't. So I can't talk to these people. There's some dead creatures here. What the frick is going on? Okay, we walk up here. Alright. You are confronted by the sight of dead bodies at the entrance to the palace. The corpses have been hauled into a pile. Some are dressed in the uniforms of palace wardens, while others are arrayed in the clothing typical of the Dargonus nobility. Okay. Upon seeing you, the young enforcer stands at attention and swallows noisily. His voice trembles as he says, "Your lordship, we are honored by your presence." Should we try examine the assailants? Pascal, observation. These are rare, high-functioning servitor specimens present among the expired units. Such specimens are traditionally bestowed upon the noble houses that are most loyal to the sacred fellowship of the Adeptus Mechanicus. So, I have one of those houses, don't I? That's who's running Kiev again? The augmetics of the deceased do differ from the implants ordinary people wear. Their intricate construction makes it clear that the deceased were not ordinary humans. The Lord frowns. As far as I know, House Gaprak has received such servitors from the Crimson Priesthood as gifts in the past, although this is my first time seeing one myself. What is this mess? You see, your lordship, those people wanted to attack, the warden clears his throat. Second Lieutenant of the Palace Guard, Elam White, reporting. Shortly before you arrived, we averted an assassination attempt on the rogue trader. The palace soldiers detected intruders and engaged them in combat. Where is my court chancellor? I think she's with the rest of House Viserion, detained in the throne room, that is. Governor Drivestem has gathered all of Dargonus nobility there to pronounce a guilty verdict against House Viserion. Why isn't he here? I do not know, your lordship. Perhaps he is... You can probably find him in the throne room where the governor intends to put House Viserion on trial. Okay, I don't want to do this. Bodies bear multiple wounds. It is evident they died recently. Okay. Awareness 82.
Operation successful.
There was a crumpled up letter inside the pocket of an assailant's... Dagnabbit. Of an assailant's blood-soaked jacket. Do I have a letter? There's nothing to grab. Blood-soaked... Crumpled up letter in the inside pocket of an assailant's blood-soaked jacket. Did I get a letter? Oh, man. Blood-soaked letter, but you won't... Newest to oldest. Blood-stained letter. The letter is soaked with blood. Only a portion of the text is readable through the crimson blotches. If full and discreet. Careful. Keep away from the lords and ladies. You must look like a noble to the servants and wardens. Do not engage in conversation with anyone. Your task is to avoid exposing your set ahead of time and let the Wasurians get away while the wardens are busy guarding the rogue trader. That's interesting. Okay, I think that's going to be... What's this? Oh, that's the web where you design it. And that's the pain converter thingy. All this stuff I'm carrying around. I need to get rid of this stuff. I have a severed head. I don't know, Commissar's head. I thought I had to give that up. I don't understand. Okay, so this is a letter saying they're supposed to let the Wasurians get away. I can't talk to my people, right? Is there anything to say to the warden?
Let us not dawdle.
Alright, I guess I have to go inside. I have a blood-soaked letter. Now what do I do? Now what, Kimosabi? My time. 17 minutes. I might have to cut this in the middle here. On Valancius Palace, in we go. Switch chance is always 95%. All hit chances above 95% are converted into critical hit chance. Oh, cool. I keep forgetting that. The combat system for Warhammer 40k is nuts, to say the least. It's very convoluted. I mean, if you thought 2nd edition D&D was convoluted, Warhammer 40k is like 10 times more involved. Even if you use all the rules in D&D. There were a lot of...
Serving the Inquisition means peering into the secrets of humanity's foes. Aren't you afraid that one day you will peer too deeply, Interrogator?
Fear is the enemy of duty. Anyone who cannot overcome this weakness does not last long in the Holy Inquisition.
Okay. Alright, before I go see those people, do I want to go check out my offices?
To be made?
I want to go see if there's anything in here. This is where the Inquisitor was hanging out before. Is he here though? He's not here. Then there's my study. Here. There's all this junk in here. Is there anything in here? Doesn't seem to be anything new. Right? I don't see anything new in here. Just the same old stuff. Okay. So that's not where the action is. There's a whole bunch of people trying to get into the throne room. Let's run over here. Okay, what do we got? Cutscene. Let me through. I have an appointment with the Chancellor Clementio Ursin. My apologies, my lord, but you cannot go any further. Governor Drivestem's orders. Who the hell is Governor Drivestem to tell people they can't? It's ridiculous. I shall complain. Yeah, you're going to complain. I'm right here. What is this? Oh, let his lordship the rogue trader through. Yeah, you twits. As for you, blighters. Yeah, this way, I'll go right over your dead body. Okay, Governor Urban Drivestem. Your lordship, 'tis an honor. Governor Urban Drivestem seems to materialize out of thin air. So suddenly does he emerge from the crowd. I regret that such unfortunate circumstances have occasioned the rogue trader's visit to the capital. Drivestem, you're in a lot of trouble. She tries to take a step toward you, but the warden nearby stops her. Her face is veiled with fear and weariness. Your lordship, you are here. Please, you must hear us out. The rogue trader is undoubtedly here to listen to the testimony of each and every one of us and to punish the traitors. The governor's words, directed at Clementia, are harsh. They are echoed by the scornful sneers and whispers of the assembled nobles. Can I get rid of all the nobles? Can I just, erase all the noble houses and just leave the Wisirians in charge? Can I do that? I'm a rogue trader. I can do that, right? Right? I can just, eliminate them all. Just make all of them go away. Turn them all into laborers in the mines. And in the factoriums. Abelard, we have known each other for many decades now, and we have had our fair share of disagreements, but do you really think my flesh and blood would trample upon the very definition of honor and loyalty? Abelard's voice is quivering with rage. Yeah, Abelard, I'm about ready to just let you, challenge him to a duel. Governor sweeps his gaze over but then replies, a faint shadow of doubt in his voice. We have evidence implicating them, Abelard. I am sure that his lordship will arrive at a fair ruling. All right, what are my choices? Your words alone are not enough to make me doubt the loyalty of House Wizard as the rogue trader ready to release them into custody at once. Sabotage, logistics, riots, conspiracy. The case appears to be flimsy. I wish to learn more before I make a final decision. Time to deal with this dry stuff and accept the findings of your investigation. No, I'm not going to do that. The heads of president, do you support the governor's accusations? Many noble houses of treason without airtight evidence, are you? Where do I start? What are the charges? Disruption of logistical lines, bribery of Adeptus administrative officials, document forgery, and organization of heretical insurrections. On top of the evidently devastating economic impact this has had on your protectorate, these criminal acts have impeded the delivery of the imperial tithe, which in turn has drawn the administratum's attention. An esteemed member of the Adeptus Arbites is expected to arrive on Dargonus shortly. Before they do, we are obligated to identify and punish those responsible. Okay, let's hear what she had to say. Your Lordship, House Wizard denies all charges laid against it. These last few months have indeed been trying for Dargonus, but we have done our best to remedy the situation. My family's every effort was focused on stabilizing the capital's logistics and economy, so much so that we failed to notice the web of intrigue unfolding behind our backs. What the hell happened here? When we caught wind of the rumors of your disappearance, we patiently awaited news of your return. But then Dargonus was struck by a series of terrible events. The first was the sabotage of logistics that hampered shipments. Then mass unrest spread across the entire planet, and the minor noble houses began squabbling among themselves, trying to pin the blame on their rivals. We took great pains to calm them down and managed to quash the revolt, though not without some outside help, unfortunately. Who the hell did you call in? These events have also been overshadowed by the, I'm ashamed to even say it out loud in front of you, Your Lordship, the rumors circulating among the higher houses. The governor stammers, then takes a deep breath. Some were calling for Theodore's true heir to be installed as head of your house, Conrad Voigtfear. Yeah, he's probably behind all this shit, isn't he? He's behind all this crap. Not all of your subjects have forgotten his past efforts for the benefit of the Trade Protectorate. Tristram stops talking, watching you with a tense expression. When the investigation was launched, the evidence led us to the Wisirians. Why are there dead bodies? I beg your pardon. You say right before your arrival, the Palace Guard discovered a plot to assassinate you. Fortunately, the malefactors were disposed of before they could cause you any harm. I would have welcomed a fight. I need the experience points, you dip. Let them shoot me. Let them try. Okay. You're not accusing one of Dargonus' leading noble houses of treason without airtight evidence, are you? Of course I have evidence, your lordship. The investigation has established that members of the Wasserian family, which is responsible for both Dargonus' fleet and its logistics, used their contacts and influence to forge a host of documents in order to undermine the planet's supply routes and economy, thus fomenting unrest among the inhabitants. That doesn't sound like the Wasserians. Now introduce my son Cornelius. Aha. Aha ha ha ha, your son, huh? That sounds like a plot to me, people. The governor points to the lanky young man standing beside him. He bows curtly but avoids meeting your eyes. Cornelius holds a prestigious position at the Administratum Palace, and it is thanks to him that we managed to identify and trace the entire chain of forged documents. The investigation led us to the perpetrators, who admitted to acting on the orders of members of House Wasserian. It was they who were intent on spreading the idea of restoring the title of Rogue Trader to the, quote, true heir. I remind you that House Wasserian has hardly covered itself in glory in the past. It allowed Xenos to attack the planet. He throws a quick, arrogant glance at red-faced Clementia. Got the 72% chance. Succeeded. Oh, I hate it when I don't have a 100% chance. Noticing the close attention of the rogue trader, the young man averts his gaze. His long face is sweating, and he passes his dry lips together in a tight line. He seems to be afraid of something. I gained 11 experience. Aha. He's hiding something. Do you support the governor's accusations? And exchange glasses. The noble lords averting their gazes, the noble ladies hiding behind the fans. No one is willing to be the first to answer. Macaris Sourback. Over his many years of service, Governor Drivestem earned Theodora's trust, and he holds his high office for a reason. Tone is stern and imperious. On behalf of South Sourback, I support his accusation. Turina Gaprak. Your lordship, Governor Drivestem has always faithfully served the rogue traders of House von Valancius, concerned himself with the future of your trade dynasty, and so House Gaprak thinks his charges against House Runners to be sound. The Algametics hide Torina's emotion, but her voice sounds slightly timorous. Okay. Let me ask you to allow me to speak in defense of my family's honor. The evidence provided by the governor is utterly false. I cannot refute it, but I can say with confidence that no one from my family has ever tried to forge documents in the Adeptus Administratum, let alone undermine the economy of your capital. Sabotaging logistics, riots, and conspiracy. Please be flimsy. I wish to learn more before I make my final decision. As you wish, your lordship. Governor inclines his head and step out. Speak to me when you are ready to announce your verdict. I think I need to do some. Your willingness to help, Lord Captain. I am certain that all charges are false, and I would be grateful for your help in exposing them as such. I think you should speak to everyone present, the noble lords and ladies. Okay, what's my time? 28 minutes. I tell you what, this looks like we're going to be in a game of Clue. I'm glad I brought Jay, because she has some high stat check things. Between her... The only thing I don't have is a high awareness, because the highest I have is Heinrich here. Is there anything in my things that raise awareness? What's awareness here? Who's got the highest awareness? It won't tell me. Damn you. I'm at a 67. He's at an 87. 77. 47. 87. So I got a couple of 87s. Is there anything in my thing here that... No, that doesn't work that way. I was hoping that if it was like in its description, it would tell me about awareness. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go offline and double check See if there's anything here that helps my awareness. Maybe some of these goggles or something. I don't think I have anything that raises my awareness. If I had something that would boost my awareness, I would like drop it on like him to get him up to like a 90 something if I can. But I don't think I have anything that helps me. Medicaid, tactical advantage, warp seer, no. Flex mechanics. That's persuasion. I might put that on me. Take off my sniper's gloves and put on my persuasion gloves. Make me even more persuasive. What gloves do I have on? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get in a fight. But I don't have anything... This is... Skills increased by 10. More Imperial. Okay, and I really don't want to swap those out. What were the gloves I had on before? What were the gloves I had on before? I've lost my gauntlets. I don't remember what gloves I had on before. Oh boy, I don't remember what gloves I had on before. They did something of giving me pluses to... They gave me some sort of pluses to my... There it is. Alright, I'm gonna put those back on. I don't think 115 versus 110 is gonna make that much of a difference. But I don't see anything that gives me... awareness. Flamey Digiweapon. Flamer Digiweapon. Tech use. Reload, huh? What's your tech use? 110 already. Could drop it down to 10 to give him a flamey pistol. She's already got resolved by 2. Yeah, we want to keep that. We want to keep those. That's her. Yeah, and I got to change out Jay. Jay's pretty well put together here. What do you got on here, dude? Warp damage. It's 10 to Medicaid. Increase the enemy strength and agility by 10. I might change his gloves out. I'm looking for something that's going to give us what would it be? A cloak? Awareness. You would think it would be something that would go on your head, right? Yeah, I think it would be something that you wear. No. I don't think I've got anything that's going to help me that way. None of this stuff helps your stats either. I thought these things actually did something else for you. Are they all just kind of useless? There's a Herald, Immaculate, Scribe. This doesn't do anything. Oh, is it only for me that it does something? No. Okay. Well, I don't see anything that raises up my awareness. So that's the one thing I am missing here, is the awareness level. Best I've got is 87s. I really wish there was something I could do to raise up awareness. It doesn't look like I have anything that does that. All right, that's enough of me looking in the inventory. I've been here for 36 minutes now. Last 6 of them was just me playing around in there. We will put a break in here, and then I got to go around and talk to everybody in here. Talk to all the nobles. Looks like we've got groups of them all over the place. So we've got Drive Stem over here, Gaprak over here, Sourback up there, Comencia up here. I haven't talked to her. I wonder if I'm allowed to go talk to her. I need to talk to all 4 of them to try and figure out what I know. Then I'm going to have to make a decision, I guess. All right. Well, be that as it may, this is where we're going to leave off. We'll come back and do this next time. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up button. If you like to see, really like to see, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notify bell. Be notified to upload videos and schedule streams. I have 2 other uninformed playthroughs going on right now. Battletech by Harebrained Schemes, which is an older game about running around fighting with big mechs. It's a really neat tactical game. Has a little bit of a storyline, but it's not as in-depth as something like this. You know, it's not really role-playing. It's more of a battle game with some story elements tacked in there to give you some flavor. Which, I mean, some of the things are really cute, that you can pick your own background, which gives you some insight on different things, gives you different choices in the story branching and things of that nature. But ultimately, it's very sort of linear. You're going to have to do various milestone missions in order to advance the story. And the milestone missions are very, very difficult ones, so you really need to understand the system to be able to go do those. And I'm still learning the system. I'm 99 videos in, and I still don't know half the things that I can do. I get comments from my watchers of that particular series that say, dude, you know you can do this. And I'm like, really? And then I try it out in the next battle. So it's definitely a learning experience there, very much like here, where it's like, I know all my choices are bad, quite honestly. I got to keep trying to remember to think in Warhammer 40K terms and not in, like, fantasy terms where you would say, oh, I'm a paladin, so I would do this, or, I'm a thief, so I would do that. It doesn't work like that here. I am trying to stay true to my iconoclast choice. If you look, I'm at the 3rd level here. I've got a long way to go to get to here. I got to get another 56 points to get to this one. And then to get up here, you need like 500. So it's like you're not getting there in this game. Not unless you pick every iconoclast choice. And I have picked some couple of dogmatic choices because I'm trying to get in better with my dogmatic friends because they don't like me. They're mad at me. They really don't like me. But yeah. We'll come back and talk to everybody here. I also been playing Rogue Trader. However, patch 7 messed up the location I'm in, and I can't get through a door because there's supposed to be a button that it says I found, but the button isn't there for me to push. So I have a bug report in there waiting for them to put out a hotfix that'll take care of that issue, hopefully. Otherwise, I'll have to try and do something else in there to continue that series for a little while longer until they do get a fix out. There are a couple things that my one of my family members, or actually now 2 or 3 of them, have started to play it, and one of them's played it all the way to completion. And when they find out that I haven't like gone to a location, they're like, "You didn't go here?" And I'm like, "I can go there." And she's like, "Yeah, I can go there. See what happens." Last time she did that, I ended up running into a whole bunch of phase spiders. So I'm not so sure I want to go where they tell me to go. But it definitely is entertaining when you go there. I'm also doing a Saturday morning stream, Pathfinder Kingmaker, with fan choice of me playing a female monk and romancing Tristan, who's a major NPC in the game. We're almost into Chapter 6 there, so that one's moving right along. Other than that, I've just finished the Xenonauts 2 Early Access Milestone 4. I probably will be doing something else there. And thank you all for whoever's been subscribing for me. I'm not sure from what content that you're subscribing, but for those of you that have subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. I just got a few people over 300, so I'm trying to come up with something to celebrate that I actually made 300 subscribers. When I started this out, I never expected to get more than about 20 or 25 of them, which would have been actually, friends and family was all I ever expected to subscribe to my channel. So I put stuff out here for a wargaming community is how I started. There was like 2 or 3 board games that I did Vassal module videos on way back in 2019 and early 2020. And then somebody suggested that I do, someone in my family said, "Why don't you record Bard's Tale? You always talk about how, those old games were really neat." I was like, okay, it was on sale, so I got the trilogy, and I did the first one, and I got a bunch of people to sign on for that. So I said, well, maybe I'll do some more things, and I decided to go with the uninformed format here. So it's like I watched the prologues and the introductory videos that people put out on YouTube, and if the game intrigues me, like I've always liked Warhammer 40K, the miniatures game, and my son runs a Rogue Trader role-playing game. So, and he said, go ahead and try it. And I tried it, and it's like, okay, this is like completely different than anything I've ever known. So now I'm trying to get myself through this game. And that's how uninformed playthroughs come through. If I see a game that I think I'm going to like to play, I go ahead and purchase it on Steam. I put it on hold until I have time to go through an uninformed playthrough. So I don't read wikis, I don't watch videos on it. And then I get to experience it all for the first time, which you get to experience along with me. All right, that's enough of the commercials. I'm Dren608. Until we meet again, stay safe, and bye-bye.